I don't have it anymore.
I'm home from work.
I don't have it anymore.
She's over there.
Hi.
I decided I was having some champagne and orange juice to make some mimosas. And then she was like, orange juice sounds good. Orange juice hits good. Because I found out orange juice is good for vitamin C, which is good. Well, I know it's good for vitamin C. But I found it was good for your heart to lower blood pressure and stabilize heart rates. As well as magnesium, but I knew that too.
You're right. It does have a different flavor.
It does hit differently. Are you on there?
Now I am.
It hits differently.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
It's a weak hit.
You know what I put with it that would make it better?
Mm.
Malibu.
Well, maybe if we just simply bought real orange juice instead of...
Yeah, 50% off or 30% less.
We bought the low sugar orange juice. It's the low sugar orange juice, low calories orange juice, light, only 50 calories per drink. It just don't hit the same. It really don't. You can... Making sure you can't read nothing behind me. It just don't hit the same.
But,
look at my beard. I need to look at my hair.
But that's what you wanted, so.
Yeah, it's what I wanted. It just don't hit the same. Y'all, I need to get my hair cut. My hair is so broken off in the back from sleeping without anything on my head. I'll wear this thing during the daytime, but I don't sleep in it because it don't stay on my head. I gotta go to bed. I don't know why I'm still up. I've been up for my second or third day.
Second day.
My second day. I'm exhausted. I worked my ass off at work, and then I worked my ass off at home. Oh, I worked my ass off yesterday. What happened yesterday?
We had your family, our family over, your family over.
Mm-hmm.
And she cooked, and then she cleaned, and then she slept for a couple hours, and then she
3 hours.
For 3 hours, and she went back to work. But we had...
That was good.
Yeah, her sister and her mom, and two of her aunts, and the great nephew, and one of the aunt's great grandsons over, and it was just a fun time.
It was good. It was a lot of fun, and I'm gonna tell you one thing: these kids, those two kids, never met each other. They love the baby. There was also a little baby there. How old is the baby?
Month old.
Okay, she's a month old. Okay, so she just laid and slept. So everybody just got like past the baby holder. But anyway, these two kids, they were like long lost friends from like another century. They should have been like,
yeah, from another lifetime.
They were just like, they were so good together. They were so good together. They had so much fun. So it was a fun time. I'm just tired because, you know, I do doubles some weeks, and that was my week of a double. So I had been up over 24 hours, so I was exhausted. But I was happy. I was happy they were here.
It was nice.
Why do you think that I take over everything and I never... But I do ask you to help.
I know. Because you have control issues.
You think that's what it is?
Well, I was gonna help.
Or is it because I just think I have a vision of how I want things to go?
You have a vision of how you want things to go, too. But I asked you if I could help you in the kitchen. You said nope. Yesterday you said nope.
I said no, guys. She lost her balance like twice.
Well, your chair was
twice.
in the way.
But she still lost her balance twice. When you lose, ooh, look at my face.
I know, you look sexy. Honey, you lost weight. You lost in your face.
Okay. She lost her balance twice. So what kind of wife am I? Oh, your MS is clearing up and you're not doing very great, but stay and do for me even though I'm tired, please. That's not... We've been married for 5 years. 5 years we've been married. Have I ever done that?
No. Howie, just a hair. There you go. Now I'm more center.
No.
No, you
I put your health first.
You do. Well, then you put me on dining room duty because thing one and thing two.
Okay, y'all need to hear what they did because she never be believing me, but they finally did it. And she was in the house. She was like, "What the hell?"
Thing one and thing two.
Okay, so what did you just do? You did what?
So we put them in the bedroom yesterday. So they were away.
Oh, my battery's about to die. Give me the computer charger one. It's long enough.
Okay. Oh, I got it. Oh, damn it. I put him in the office.
Because of the babies. Okay, just real fast.
Anyway, so we put the babies in the cats in the bedroom. I made sure I clicked the door. Well, we're in the kitchen. She goes, I think Bixby's out. I'm like, I clicked the door. She comes down, Helena comes down, looks down the hall, and Bixby's like, looking at her. As she says, she goes, and winks at her. Like, ha. Well, then we had to chase her ass back into the bedroom.
No, she ran through the dining room first.
She ran through the dining room and under the table, and she's like, fine, you're on dining room duty, so she doesn't get on the table.
But how did she finally get back in the bedroom? What did I have to do?
Yell at her.
I tried to bribe her. I was talking sweet. I was running behind. I picked her up, took her back in the bedroom. She ran back out the bedroom. The third time she came out the bedroom and was running back through the dining room. And it's a no-no for them to be in the kitchen or dining room when we're cooking and we're cooking for somebody to come over. They're not allowed. They're not allowed in the kitchen, dining room. They're just not allowed because I can't afford cat hair to float in the air and get in food. So, and she knows that's a big no-no. So she never went in the kitchen. So she didn't go too far. But she did test the boundaries by coming into the dining room. But she knows it's a big no-no. Especially since we just had the housekeepers. I just had a man to schedule the housekeepers to come out on Friday to de-cat hair the house and get all the cat hair off the floor, the carpets, and the curtains, the walls, the couches.
And I had just vacuumed again in the dining room yesterday morning.
Right.
Before we set it.
Right. So, but she knows that. But she didn't go in the kitchen. But she was sitting in here and she ran in here and I'm like running behind her. My hip was already hurting because I had just done freaking 24 hours and I was on my feet for 24 hours cleaning my part-time job is cleaning her and it was a mess. It was horrible. They didn't do nothing. They left everything. They made an entire mess. I had to reflip that entire site. That was bad. It was bad. So I was exhausted. And this little girl is running through it. I'm running behind her trying to catch her.
Yes, we're talking about you.
And then finally, I don't know why I didn't do it the first time. What did I do?
She yelled and basically took off down the hall. I took off after her and put her in the
No, she went to the bedroom.
No, she went down the hall and she stopped and she looked at the closet. She looked at the bedroom and she looked at the closet and said, bedroom. And she walked back in the bedroom and I click. And I pushed on it, made sure it clicked. That time I was like, yeah. And Stubby's laying in the bed.
But Stubby is the one that be unlocking the door.
He unlocks the door. But the best part was when I got her back in the bedroom, he's laying in the bed like, what's up? I'm just chilling. I'm chilling like a villain. She's the one in trouble. And I'm like, but you unlocked the door. You opened the door, little man.
This damn cat. And I tell Amanda that because one time when I was working from home, I had to lock the door, click the door in the bedroom because why was I clicking them? I don't know. Something was going on. I needed them out of the house. And I think I did a video. They unlocked the door and came out the door. I was so pissed. I was ready to scream. And then he comes sticking from under the bed like, what you mad about?
What?
But that's all they do. They just do. I'm passing out right now. I'm tired. I need to sleep. But that is what they do. But we had a good time yesterday. It was good. And then I had to go back to work, I think like 3-4 hours early. Because somebody called off. Which I didn't mind. I don't like the ladies just out of their own house. So I don't mind going back. Because I know they don't like being out of their house. So I went back and got them past their meds and kind of took care of them and made sure they were safe and happy. But oh my God, I was tired. I was exhausted. And then I had to, previous shift left the house a mess again. They left laundry going. They stored a lot of stuff that they didn't finish. Left knives in the dishwasher. Just all kind of stuff that I had to put up and then still do my routine too as well that I had to do. But it was just like, oh my God, it was crazy. Those cats were crazy.
Yes, they were. Then we were showing, a couple of her aunts around, and I said, oh, we can't go in there. And she's like, oh, yeah, you can go. So we opened the door, and Bixby goes, I said, Bixby's under the blanket, and she goes, she comes down. The little
No, yeah, the little baby.
yeah, the little one, yeah, one of the little dudes goes, oh, there's a cat, and she goes under the bed and then into the closet, and he's looking under the bed for her. I said, she already beat you, buddy. She's hiding.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, so she's fat. She's fat, but she's
fast. She fast. She know how to jump over shit too.
And her aunt that was walking around with us, she goes, that is a big cat. Yeah, she is. But
But she's a happy
but
cat.
she's happy, and that's all that
And
matters.
she's healthy.
Yeah. Well, I laugh because her mom, Bixby's mom, Mama Boots, was a big girl. So she, genetically. But it was so funny. He's like, oh, there's a cat. Yep, she are blue pasture, little dude. So, but it was a good trip. It was a good visit with everybody. Everybody seemed very happy. And the baby that's a month old was as quiet and as peaceful as could be.
Never cried once.
Never cried. Was awake for just a little bit. Slept most of the time. But was as peaceful as could be and ate good food and
Yeah, the food was good. The food was slamming.
The food was on point.
Yeah, the food I made was slamming. But yeah, I didn't have a grocery list when I went to the store, which meant that I spent like a third more money than I should have spent. I spent like $120. But I wasn't. If I would have had a grocery list, I wouldn't spend that much money. I would have planned better. Like I overbought veggies and I overbought fruit. Don't you think I overbought veggies and fruit? I feel like I did. So, but I'm gonna do a detox fat. Well, I call it detox, but it's really not that. But I'm just gonna basically eat fruits and vegetables for the next 2 days. And I got some bacon. I'm baking some chicken right now, so I'll clear that out. But oh my god, the food was good.
They all liked it. I didn't eat any of it.
She didn't eat until afterwards. I didn't eat until afterwards either, because I was. What was I doing the whole time?
Cleaning, making to-go doggy bags for everybody.
What did my sister get mad about that I did?
She's like, Helene was eating, or was already cleaning stuff up and packing. She's like, I haven't even finished lunch or finished eating. She's like, well, it's in here. If you want it, come and get it.
So she was finishing her plate, and I was like, "What do you want to take with you?" She's like, some sandwiches, but I don't understand why you're packing my food up because I'm still eating." Well, I've been up for over 24 hours, and I'm exhausted. In the last 3 days, I really haven't slept, and unfortunately, Mandy's taking a burden of me not sleeping the last 3 days. She's taking that huge burden of that. So I need to at least sleep for 3 hours before I go back to work. So we need to talk to them. Look, they're working on that fence. He just opened that fence. We need to talk to him. We need to talk to him. Because if he's got somebody working on the fence, we need to see if we can get the same person that's working on his fence to work on our fence.
Okay, what fence did he open?
He just opened that fence to his backyard.
Oh,
So
okay.
after this video, we'll talk to him. So yeah, it was. So my sister was like, "Why are
He's
you
mowing?
Oh, okay. My sister was like, "Why are you packing up when we haven't even finished eating?" And I'm looking at her like, "You can still eat. You can come in the kitchen and get any plate you want, but when y'all leave, this kitchen is going to be clean because I gotta go to sleep. I've been up for I was up probably close to 36 hours." And I wasn't just up. I was up working for 36 hours. I was exhausted. Bubba just walked that way down the hallway. All right. So it was good. My battery just said 5%, so I got to wrap up. All right. But it was a good time. We had fun. Everybody ate well. We'll go over the menu later. I didn't take any pictures. I didn't do any videos. And neither did.
Neither did I, because I was too busy talking.
I know, but I was doing all the work. You could have at least videoed.
Well, and my phone, I didn't know where you actually put it, because you said you had moved it.
I put it right there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because it was next to the bottled waters.
I know. My bad. It was a good time. See you on the flip side. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.
Alright. Deuces. That was a quick video. Alright, bye. Alright. So it's the next day, but it's not really the next day for me. It's not my next day. Is it a continuation of my same day? I've been really debating whether I was going to take a break today, if I was going to not do my second job today. Because I've been so tired. Exhausted. Whoa. You don't eat bread and you don't eat eggs and sausage. It's a sandwich. Oh. Oh. So, I'm not feeding you. I don't have nothing to feed you. I'm tired. Hope everybody's doing well. Big speak out my foot. No, girlfriend. It's just coffee. Fine, here. Smell the coffee. It's just coffee. You have got to calm down. This is her version of calming down. She throws herself on the floor. Thank you for calming down. She throws herself on the floor. In her mind, she's calming down. So overwhelmed. Mommy's exhausted. I can't do nothing with these cats. I'm home. Mindy already powered up my computers, but for some reason, on long weekends, it doesn't really boot up unless I shut it down and restart it. It'll boot up, but all my system's on fire. I have so much to do. I got stuff to do in my personal life, stuff to do. I just have so much to do. And not enough time to get it all done. I was embarrassed, y'all. So my aunt came in and looked in my office. I can't show you my office. I had paperwork out. But she came out and she looked in my office. And I was like, oh, don't look. Don't look in my office. There's stuff everywhere. It's a sandwich. Why are you yelling at me? Why do you have to smell everything? You can't eat it. It's a sandwich. It's a bagel. You can't eat that. Mommy's hungry. I don't know why I'm hungry though. So, saying good morning. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're making goals, meeting goals, doing well. Y'all know I'm addicted to oatmeal raisin cookies from Breadco. I love them. I'm gonna lock that in my office. You can't eat it. I'm gonna lock you out. You can't eat an oatmeal raisin cookie. I'm gonna put her out. You wanna lock you in the bedroom? You gotta let yourself out, so it's really not lock you in anywhere. Oh. I gotta finish that case I left off on. Mm. I always get two. And throughout the course of the day, I'll eat them. Hey, baby, I know. I just got home, so she's a little bit wired. Mandy said when she left, she was like, yeah, to her when she left, and she was like pacing around, staring at the front door, staring at the back door, staring at the front door, staring at the back door. A lot of times I come in through the kitchen, the back door, and Mandy leaves out the front door. So sometimes she leaves out the back door too. But she just, this morning, Mandy said she was just wired. She was wired because she was getting ready to leave, and then she said she was looking for me to come back in. That's so good. I have this song in my head, stuck in my head. Mary, don't you weep. Mary, don't you weep. I think weep. Mary, don't you weep. It's in my head. I know. I just had some. I wonder if it's just me or anybody gets like this too. Sometimes I just get moments where I'm sad. And especially when I'm overly tired, I'll get moments when I'm sad and there's things happening, but I don't think anything happening that's like life and death happening. So there are things happening, but I just get super sad sometimes, and it's been like that all weekend. Oh, pretty much all week, last weekend, this weekend. And I can't shake it. So I'm thinking my period's coming. It's gotta be that. I don't know. Or some kind of a chemical imbalance because I'm not really eating that good. So maybe nutrition that I'm not getting in my system. Or maybe a need for some vitamin B. I don't know. I'll take some vitamin B today. I've just been feeling like sad. I love you too, baby. I don't know why I've been sad, but I have been. Can you see the cup? Oh, my poor wife. I called her today. All I did was vent, and she listened to me vent, and then she said what she had to say after I vented. I'm not that unhappy that I have to vent like that, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I know, baby. Mommy needs to finish that case. I might listen to some music. Sometimes gospel music just kind of is what my soul needs. So it helps me get back centered with God. And I need to get centered. Maybe that's what's wrong with me. Maybe that's what that sadness is. I don't know. But